One. Hi there, we're back here with Kevin Sill, Paul Ferrier. We're going to get started with our practice assignment. So we've got our drills for our lesson 2, where we worked on spin control, a little bit of trajectory control, and kind of understanding the different movement patterns that you have to do to affect that change. So a little bit more of the skill element of the pitching. Kevin's already a really good pitcher of the ball, but I would say probably like a one trick pony with how you go about it, right? A lot of high, spinny, sometimes low flight, spinny.
Fair.
Love to spin it.
Fair.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're just going to try and get you a feel for, when that's not an option, like maybe there's a back flag and we've got to try and use all the green because it's just going to make it easier, that sort of thing.
Can't spin it.
Probably not wise to spin it. Some situations, I'm jealous because I want to be able to spin it as much as you. So, but yeah, so basically what we got set up here is a 40-yard hole. We've set up cones about 7 yards apart, and the idea is he's going to take 5 balls, and each of the first 5 balls we want to land short of the cone, but we're going to try and get it to run at least to the flag, maybe even further. All right, so you can do it with club selection, you can do it with a little bit of that technique, but we're going to see the effect of it purely on where it lands and where it finishes. Obviously a good strike or bad strikes omitted.
Yeah.
The next 5, we're going to take the balls to land past that last set of cones. So that the middle part of the cones is no man's land. We don't really want to land it there.
Yep.
We're going to try and land it past the cones and try and get it to stop before that pin.
Got it.
So we're going to go through the range of different, the extremes of what you can do and see how good you are at kind of mixing it up that way.
Got it.
So that's good. So we'll just do a couple of balls each. We'll start with the running out. So we're going to land it before those pins and get it to chase past the pin. Okay? You can choose a club, you can choose a trajectory to see what you come up with.
All right.
Oh, that's going to be really good. Really good, Kevin. That's awesome. So the goal, I meant to say, is going to be 3 of 5. If he gets through 5, he's able to move on to the next. Just in the interest of time, we'll only do a couple, but he's 1 for 1, so that's a pretty good start. Good job, man.
Gotta keep it up.
That's right. Really good. Maybe just hitting to that hill. Pretty good effort. So, what club would you use, and what was your intent?
So I'm using a 52 right now, and the intent was to make sure I just followed through and made sure I didn't release it or flip it. So try to just keep the angle, keep that contact, and then hopefully try to keep the spin off the ball like we discussed.
Perfect, awesome. So, you always have the option. I think you brought over your gap wedge and your wedge because that would be the easy way out. And but not always a really good option on the golf course. But I think it's good to be able to kind of know what you have to do for those other ones. All right, so we're going to go into the next one. Are you keeping the same club? Good on you.
Yeah, let's try it.
All right, so just take your time. You got 1 for 2 there, so that's pretty good. 50% ratio inside. I think you did it in the front. Oh, I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. We're into the grain a little bit here, so that was a little harsh on the grass that lifted up, but great effort. All right, 1 for 1. Good job.
Ooh, gave it to me.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
A little bit skinny.
Is there an edit function?
I think I scared you with the with the Bermuda, into the grain. So again, 1 for 2. If we give you half an hour kind of working on that and seeing if you can attack those goals, I think you'd probably be close to it. Sounds like you know what you have to do, right? From the lesson, you got a good couple of feelings that you need to work on.
Yep. And
you can adapt to this. You can bring the cones closer, you can bring them further away. This kind of mimics the 40 yard to 60 yard that we were kind of working on before, but I mean, this could be done on a short pin, long pin, doesn't really matter. It's the same concept. But great job, Kevin. Let me know when you get that 3 out of 5.
All right.
All right.
I'll keep working on it.
Well done, man. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Paul.